Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Am I audible now?
Okay, okay. Let's start.
Okay, can you
It's
please
already,
present your full screen?
yeah,
Can you please present your full screen?
full screen.
The
Which full
PPT
screen?
is the PPT is not, it's very small. Can you please present full PPT?
Like
I
this?
mean the slideshow if you can do. It's correct now. Thank you so
Is it
much.
visible now?
Yes, yes, it's visible. Thank you.
Okay, okay, well, okay. Okay. So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to your second English class. And this is not like literature class, okay? This is a bit different from English literature class that we have just completed, right? So this will be all about communications. Maybe you have heard about this communications class before. So we shall be discussing about that. So this course is called English communication. That is ENB 1101 English communication. So it is a common course for all for all of you. That Bachelor of Arts first semester. So this course carries 2 credits only. So there are 2 blocks. Okay, there are hardly 2 blocks. Okay, there are hardly 2 blocks in here. Uh, so we shall try to complete these classes within 2 or 3 sessions. We shall not take extra classes because we have to deal with other classes also, right? So within maximum 2 or 3 classes for this. So now before we discuss this English communication, let's look into the lecture contents again. So this is the lecture contents. First, we shall see. Here I didn't mention the course overview, but yet I will discuss about that. So first, we shall discuss about course overview of English communication. Then you need break down with block 1, as we have done in the previous slide, previous lecture. Then we shall move into learning goals. Okay, and then we shall discuss all the 5 units, unit 1 to 5 from block 1. Then again, I will give you some questions to see your progress. And then finally, we shall conclude the lecture. All right. So now, this is the course overview of English communication. So, uh, as you can see here, there are uh, 4 blocks, right? There are 4 blocks. So, not 4 blocks, 2 blocks. Each block, in each block, there are 5 units, right? So today we shall cover all the 5 units. And rest of the units from units 6 to 10, we shall try to complete within, by next week. If we cannot complete by next week, we shall try to take another session. At least three classes. All right. So this is all your, course overview. And this is the unit breakdown of block 1, non-verbal communication. Sorry. I think it's not visible to you, I guess. Uh, Okay, now it is fine. So this is the unit breakdown. Unit 1 deals with definition of communication. Unit 2 deals with flow of communication. Unit 3 deals with non-verbal communication, and Unit 4 deals with body language, and 5 oral language skills. Okay. So now these are the objectives and outcomes. And again, I'm not going to read it to you, otherwise, it will take time. You will simply waste extra time otherwise. So, I'm not going to, take extra time on this. So, please see to it. These are the 4 course objectives, and these are the possible outcomes from this discussion. Okay. All right. Now, let's move on to the unit 1 main discussion. So, definition of communication. So as you can see here, definition. So definitely you in your mind, you'll be asking what is this communication, right? So in simple words, if you say communication is the process of sharing, or what do you share when you talk to your friends? You share informations, right? Like ideas, thoughts, feelings, and even your emotions through speech. And sometimes if people doesn't listen to your speech, you write and you share it on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, right? We all do this, right? Something like that. There is also communication. So it involves a sender, a message, a channel, and a receiver. And each success depends on mutual understanding. Okay. So when you talk about when you talk about sharing something, that is a part of what uh, communication. Even this, what am I doing right now? I'm sharing some information about communications. This is also called communications, online communications, right? Via Zoom Meet, so-called Zoom Meet. So these are the forms of communication, the online communication. All right. So as you can see now on the slide, you can see right the diagram that the basic components of communication. Okay. So this diagram shows that every act of communication, uh, you know, uh, what is it called? Involves these 5 key parts. Okay. So let me try to explain each one by one. What first point is sender. Who is the sender? Right now, I am the sender. Okay. If someone speak from your end, from your side, he or she will be the sender, and I will listen, and I will hear. Again, I will respond. Okay. So like this. These are the basic components of communication. First, sender to initiate the message, and the message, is it through oral? Is it through written or something else? What is the channel? The medium of delivery. Right. Right now, medium of delivery is online, right? Online interaction. This is online interaction class, right? So that is the thing. Now you heard. If I say, can you, am I audible? Yes, sir. Right. And again, someone will respond something. Sir, we cannot understand here. Okay. So that is one. So channel, that is a channel. And then you receive it. I say something about communication and you receive it. You hear it and you receive it. And then you give feedback. Yes, sir, I have understood. Have you understood? Yes, sir, I have understood. Like that. So that is the basic component of communications. All right. So see, communication as this listening also very important. The receiver, in case if you cannot receive properly, I mean hear me properly. Then communication will be. I mean, there will not be communication at all. There will be, issue in communication. Communication will not be successful unless you give feedback. All right. There are mainly 2 types of communication. One is verbal communication. The other one is non-verbal communications. But here you have about non-verbal. As you can see here in the what is this called in the course structure. Here mainly you have 2 types of instead of verbal communication, you have non-verbal communication and conversation in real life situations. So we shall only be focusing on non-verbal for now. Okay. Now after this basic communication, So let's move on to the direction of communication flow. What is this? See, communication does not always move into one direction. Like, is it that does it happen like this? It does it only move in one direction? Communication, no. In real life, especially in like organization like this, university, college, schools, offices, right? Communication flows and in at least four four different directions, as you can see here: downward, upward, horizontal, and diagonal, something like this are the direction of communication flow. The first type, as you can see, downward communication. This happens when a message goes from a person in a higher position to someone who is in a lower position. Okay. So, for example, okay, let's give an example. I may be in higher position now, and you're in a lower position. That is downward communication. Okay. On the maybe it can be you are in the higher position and you're talking to me. That is also downward communication. Okay. So now if a manager, for example, if a manager like a company in the company tells employees what tasks to complete for the day, and that is quite a typical example of downward communication. Okay. Now what is this upward communication? The message from a you know a low level employee or a person to someone who is in a higher position. When an employee reports something to a manager, company manager, that is an example of our communication. And what about horizontal communication? Any idea? It is between you all the students, all the learners. Maybe you have a group, student group, student or something. I mean, the colleagues. Here we don't have classroom, right? I mean, classroom in the sense we don't come here. You don't come here and attend the classes. No, you're online. Maybe you have a group. If you discuss something in the group, that can be a part of horizontal communications. Okay, so you're in the same level, right? Your classmate, you can be call colleagues, right? So that is horizontal communication. That's why this horizontal can be in between peers at the same level, same position. When I talk to my colleagues, all other professors, that can be all part of horizontal communication. Okay. Now, what is diagonal communication? That is across departments or levels. So this is the most interesting one actually. It happens between people from different departments or different levels within the same organization, but who are not really the same chain of command. Okay, for example, if students contacts the head of the head of the different departments to ask about a scholarship, for example, or a program itself, your course program, that is actually diagonal communication. Okay, sometimes you have also done queries about your course, when will be your exam, all these things, right? You have done. Somebody through WhatsApp or so through interaction, also through during the program or in the orientation program. All those, I mean, not exactly like that. Like, it is very close to that. If someone has queries about that, maybe someone may have queries. He or she may come here and do such queries. In that case, you'll be part of you'll be I mean under this diagonal communication. We are doing this diagonal communication. All right. So understanding the flow. We're not talking about the flow. FLAW. No. We are talking about the flow. Understanding the flow of communication is very useful in your professional life. Okay, not only in your academic life. It helps you uh, it helps you know who to communicate with, how to communicate, and uh, what kind of language or what kind of language or tone to use. Right. So keep these types of direction of communication flow in your mind as we continue. Okay. So these are very important. Next is, okay, okay. Now types of, now let's come to the main discussion. Types of non-verbal communications. So sometimes I do like this, sometimes I'll do like this, I will just do like this. These are all part of non-verbal communication. Well, right now, what am I doing? I'm blending non-verbal and verbal communication, because that's why I move my hand sometimes. Sometimes I do like this. Sometimes I'm using everything. Okay. So as you can see, facial expressions, that is movement of the face, conveying emotions, a smile to show happiness. If I'm in an angry mood like that, you'll not attend my class. You'll just quit the class, right? So it depends on how you. What happened? So a smile to show happiness, a frown to for worry, something like that, right? So right now I'm in a neutral. I'm not showing you my serious face like this, right? So I'm in a neutral. When it comes to facial expressions, right? This is one of type of non-verbal communication. Another one is gestures. See, I'm moving my hand, right? When I talk to you, I'm moving my hand, right? So this is a part of this is also part of non-verbal communications. And posture, body language while sitting, standing. See, I move like this a bit, right? These are all part of non-verbal communication. I'm moving like this. See, if I sit like was still, all these are part of uh, you know posture, non-verbal communication, and also a bright posture, confidence, like clouds, boredom. So please remember all these things. Right now I'm active, because and also I'm confident, right? If I'm bored, I won't be talking like this. I'll be talking like this. Non-verbal. I'll be talking like this. All right. So again, eye contact. Because of my screen, the view angle is not correct, so I don't know how this laptop. I'm using laptop. That's why. Maybe if it is a phone, it will be better, I think, angle. So the eye contact, especially these are important in your day-to-day life, in the classroom, in office, everywhere. They are quite very important. See, if I don't look at you right now, if I don't look at the screen, in case I'm okay, just if I look at like this and start speaking, you'll not enjoy it. You'll not like me at all. You'll not attend my class. Why this sir is doing like this? He doesn't have any eye contact with us, right? That's why this eye contact is very important. Looking directly at another person and talk. Okay, keep your eye contact when you talk. That is like that's how you show your interest, honesty, that you're you're enjoying someone is speaking, or enjoying an interaction with your friends, can be your colleagues, can be your professor, sir, like that. Okay, that is proxemics. That is the space. What space you should maintain? There is distance between you and the another person who's listening to you. The distance, how you should maintain the distance. What distance? Okay, so this distance is also very important. Whether you're studying close, like how far you're making a distance. These are all part of proxemics. These are, one kind of non-verbal communications. Another one is uh, paralanguage. Have you heard about paralanguage? Anywhere? Have you heard about paralanguage? Huh? Paralanguage means para means half, right? Language is language. Like paramedical, right? What else we have? I do not know. Paramedical college we have like that, right? Para half medical, half language, something like this. So paralanguage refers to to the vocal elements beyond the actual words, like such as the tone of your voice, the pitch, the pace, the volume. Okay. So for example, whispering suggests secrecy or intimation, something like this, right? So while shouting like hello, like conveys urgency or strong emotion, like these are very important. And I think we will even discuss about this even in the we shall discuss further about this in unit 5 in the last unit. Okay, after we complete 4 unit, we shall discuss about this. Okay, now let's move on to the. This is all about non-types of non-verbal communication. Okay, it's not that complicated, right? So now let's go to the body language. So this is also part of non-verbal communication. How you use your physical cues like gestures. I have already said like facial expressions, postures, eye contact. Like um, so sometimes when we interact with people, right now I'm using both oral and also body language, non-verbal communication, and I'm trying to make you engaged in this lecture. That's why I'm doing all this, right? So that you're engaged. So this this is how we should convey our thoughts, feelings. Like if I say, like I am almost asleep, is it body? Will you attend the class? No, right? So these are very important part in our life, right? So you have to develop. If you're not aware of these things, you have to develop now. This is the right time. You're just in first semester. In conventional, I do not know. Okay, in conventional colleges, degree colleges, like government degree colleges, like small government colleges, I think they do not have English communication classes. I mean courses. Right now, I do not know whether they have or not. When I was a student, BA student, even lately, they do not have. You're lucky enough that you have this English courses. These things are taught mainly in technical colleges, but you do not have it. That's why most of the degree colleges students, I mean these humanities students, general degree college students, they do not know how to speak. They're not good at oral skills. They were never taught. Nobody introduced to them. They don't even have a paper on English communication. Then how can they learn English communication? Lately, just because of NEP now, I think this course has introduced. Not so lately, just recently. Whether they have adopted, they implemented it, I do not know that. Okay, so these are very important. So now, why body? Why what is the why this body language is important? Anything? Uh, Meaning, it is very important to understand that body language can complement what you say, meaning it can add to or support your words. Say support, I use my hand like this, right? The support and something like that. This is also part of that body language. So but sometimes body language can also contradict your words. For example, if someone said, I am not hungry, but in cleansing, but it's cleansing their feels like avoiding eye contact. No, they're not. Actually, it can that's how it can contradict your words. The way you move should match with how you speak. Okay, so it should not be like this. What your body language is saying and what you say, it should match perfectly. Like if you say something totally opposite, you're saying something and your hand is moving something else, doing something else. So that is not a good body language. All right. So you have to look into these things. Okay. So that's why this complements speech. So and not while saying yes like this. So makes the agreement stronger and clearer. So your words and your body language work together perfectly. All right. So second, it reveals what emotions. A genuine smile shows warmth and friendliness. Crossed arm, like cross arm, may see that a person feels like defensive or closed off. So the body often reveals feelings that words try to hide. Okay, and third is builds rapport, means a sense of understanding and connection between two people. When you maintain, uh, open postures and a good eye contact, okay, you create a sense of trust and comfort. This is especially important in job interviews, presentation, and also in social interaction. This is very important. All right. So now next is Signal confidence. What is this? Like standing tall, keeping your shoulder back, like maintaining. I also again eye contact. Eye contact is everywhere. I mean, maintaining eye contact all give an expression of confidence, and it gives an expression of what confidence and competence. This is why we hear often hear advice like stand straight when you speak. Okay, how do you speak? Like this. We could support it as how do you speak? You have to stay like this, right? Only then, this confidence will be there. That listener will know that you have a confidence. You have confidence about what you're going to speak. Otherwise, they'll feel that there is this boring, right? So, for it aids listening. Learn and leaning toward slightly when someone is talking shows that you are actually paying attention, genuinely interested in what they are saying. This encourages, the other person and keeps the conversation going positively. Okay. And now next, cultural navigation. So different cultures have different body language norms. Be aware of this, uh, uh, differences. Be aware of these differences. Prevents it. Sometimes it prevents, uh, misunderstandings when you interact with people from different backgrounds, right? For example, the okay. What is the okay? Okay, hand sign means something very different in some countries compared to others. All right, I don't know how do you say here in how do you say in Tripura? Okay, since okay, I think we also use okay, okay. We agree when you read something like okay, sir, okay, my friend, something like that, right? But maybe in some other places they it means different, totally different. So that's why it is very important. Awareness is very important. This awareness will prevent you from misunderstanding across culture. Okay. This is a bit repetition. I'll just this is to you. Another one now. Five key types of body language. Continuation of unit four. Okay. This is a continuation. That's why this is a repetition. See, this is the introduction, and this is the types of what is it called? Body language. See, this thing I have already mentioned here. See, in the non-verbal communication. These are all related. So I'm not going to take time in here. As you can see, first is facial expression. Another one is uh, this all this type falls under body language, and body language falls under non-verbal communication. That's why again we are these things are coming here. Okay, just this way again I'm discussing this again. Please remember what types of body language. One is facial expression. The other one is gestures. Another one is postures, and a very important one is eye contact, and last one is proxemic, the distance. How to how where to stand, how to maintain distance. Okay, are you standing beside when you interact with people? How do you interact? How do you maintain the distance? This is all about proxemic, and these are the types of five key types of body language. All right. So this is all about unit four, and now the last unit, that is para language skills. Correct? Para language skills. So as you can see here, it refers to what? It refers to how do we say these things? It refers to non-verbal vocal elements, right? These vocals, like this is also vocalist, like that is the non-verbal, what is it called? Vocal elements that accompany spoken language. What is how? In simple terms, it is not like what you say, but how you say it. But how you say it. Para language, includes things like your pitch, the tone, the volume, the pace, the pauses you take when you speak. I'm talking about when you try to communicate. So how clearly you pronounce your words. So these are parts of para language skills. Okay. Now first point is pitch. What does it mean? That is highness or lowness of pitch. So there is when you speak in a high pitch, it often expresses excitement and enthusiasm. See, if I don't feel like taking your classes, if I'm a bit more bored of taking your classes, I will be just it's okay, it's over. I'll just say like this. Since I'm excited, my the voice of my the tone of my voice may be in high pitch. So when you speak in a low, like it is in deeper pitch, it usually sounds like more serious or authoritative, right? So think about how your voice changes when you are sharing exciting news versus when you are delivering bad news. See to it, okay? See to your practical life. How do you express? Even after the class, you will be interacting with your friends. See, when you interact with your friends, how do you sound? See, check. Okay. And another one is tone. That is the quality. That is the overall quality and character of your voice. A warm and friendly tone makes people feel welcome. A flat or emotionless, emotionless tone, can make the listener feel like the speaker is bored or uninterested. Okay, so there is about tone. Now, volume, the loudness and the softness of your voice. Like speaking loudly can convey urgency, authority, or emotion. So, speaking like softly can suggest intimacy, like secrecy or gentleness. So, in a normal class or meeting, a moderate, a clear volume is usually like most appropriate. And another one is rate and rhythm. So this is referred to the speed and a pattern of your speaking. Of your speech. So speaking very fast can give the impression that you are nervous or you're in hurry. Speaking slowly and deliberately suggests that thoughtfulness and your confidence. So good speakers adjust their rate depending on the situation and the importance of what they are saying. Okay. Now next is poses and audience. So these are also very important, powerful tools. So a pause. Sometimes I have to pause before I speak. Right? A pause, a brief silence before saying something important. So gives the listener time to prepare for what comes next. So it adds emphasis and impact. So many excellent public speakers use poses very effectively. Try to watch some great people, billionaires, like the motivational speakers, how they speak. Listen to them carefully, how they pause. Okay. Next is articulation, clarity of pronunciation or clear pronunciation. So speaking, this is all about speaking clearly so that every word is understood. Because it is quite essential, right? If I say something, if you cannot understand what I say, what is the use of communication, right? So that is the that is all about articulation. That is clear pronunciation, right? So this is the thing. And now next is the application and implication. Application and what is this? Huh, let me slowly reduce this. Okay. This is all about paralanguage application and implication. Sorry, improvement. So now, what is the purpose of paralanguage? So these are the six purposes. That is express emotion not clear in words alone, emphasize keywords, phrases, build reports through a warm or engaging, tone, or indicate turn taking in conversations, adapt tone to, context like formal and informal, convey confidence and competence. These are the purposes of paralanguage. Now, how to improve it? Active listening. So now I'm speaking to you something, I'm sharing with you something, right, about communication. Do you pay attention? Just a minute, okay? Let me just. Do you pay attention? How are you focused? So, I mean, there is pitch the volume of others carefully, right? That is uh, active listening. And record yourself. Play the back recording to identify the areas of, you know, speech. You have in your smartphone, you do have sound recorder, right? Use that. Make use of this. Try to listen to your own voice, to your own pronunciation. You read something, one paragraph or two paragraph, and listen to it. How do you sound? That is all about record, okay? And vocal exercises. Practice with pitch variation, tone modulation, and volume control. These are very important. And seek feedback. See, for example, you may be practicing at home, right? You may record your voice. You share with your friends and ask them. Ask them for honest feedbacks, honest opinions. How do you deliver your about your speech? Okay. So yes. So these are very important. And next one is mindful speaking. So stay aware of your emotions and unintentional harshness. These are also way to improve. Okay. So these are the important five important points. So this is all about paralanguage skills. And with this, we complete the what is it called? Uh, English communication, block 1, that is non-verbal communications. Please focus on this body language and also this paralanguage skills application. All the points are important, especially for uh, short question MCQ, because you will also have MCQ, not just uh, not just what uh, 2 marks type or 5 marks type questions. That's why it is very important. Now, whether you have understood or not this lecture, that's why I will give you some question in here. Here, that time I have given before, this time I have slightly reduced it. So I have also mentioned the unit name here from unit 1, unit 2. So please try to solve this. Go through this PPT, go through your SLM Block-1, and then try to solve these questions. Please do not use AI. And then whatever you understood, just write. I want to see how you write. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you write perfectly, I will think that you are copying from AI. Okay, so write as you know, as you have learned. Okay, don't be the slave of AI. All right. Otherwise, AI will use you all the time. Okay, you use AI, but for not for I mean for your personal for personal purpose, you can use AI. But for this, please try to write on your own so that I can understand whether you have understood or not. If you write on your own in exam, also you'll get good marks. If you write like AI answer, yeah, I'll not give you marks. To be honest, all right, that is the thing. So please solve this question now. So today, these are the key takes away from Block 1, right? About definition, communication is a two-way process, right? And also the flow of communication, types of nonverbal communication, body language, and paralanguage skills. These are the uh, main topics we have discussed and we have covered today. All right. So in the next blog, we shall discuss about conversation in real life situations. This will be a very interesting topic for you all. All right. That's why first try to go through this in Block-1. It is not that complicated. If you read, you'll understand everything. All right. Even if you are novice learner, you will understand this because the SLM is written in a very simple English, I suppose. You have already got it. You have already got the PDF, and you may collect the hard copy. You may come from Monday also, right? Please collect your SLM, hard copy SLM. Okay, everyone. Don't forget to collect your SLM. Just a reminder. Okay. So now that's all about today's discussion. If you have any doubts, please you may raise question or say something, or else so we stop here because you have one more class. I think computer science class. So no doubts. Shall we stop here? Okay. Then thank you so much for your attention for attending the class, and see you in the next class.